Next, the gas lamp is getting ready to be party central to ring in the new year with a rainy start coming to 2023. We're live and we've got your first forecast.
Plus, the new housing laws and rules of the road that are ringing in the new year.
And she's lived through 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and a lot more. Meet the local woman turning 108.
And feeding San Diego is zero waste, which means when food is a little too ripe for humans, it comes to a farm for cows to chow down.
This is CBS 8 News Live at 6.
Countdown to 2023 has officially started in San Diego, but it looks like it's going to rain on everyone's parade tomorrow night. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Anna Laurel in for Marcella Lee. Businesses across our area are excited to see crowds this year. Celebrations have been a bit muted over the last 2 years because of COVID restrictions. But this year we're looking at another reason to stay home, wet weather. Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis will have our rainy New Year's Eve forecast in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, but we're going to start with CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes, who is in the heart of downtown in the Gaslamp Quarter where the party is about to start. Kirsten, we're a little more than 24 hours away from the ball drop. What's the atmosphere like down there right now?
Oh, the atmosphere is pretty high. Okay, it's just 6 o'clock on a Friday night. You know it's the gas lamp, so the later it gets, the more people that are going to come out here. But we've been out here all day, and despite that wet weather already moving in, I think we had like maybe 2 pockets of rain showers, if you want to call that rain. It was maybe a light drizzle. People are still out here ready to party, and they're looking forward to tomorrow night.
I mean, you're here at noon, and you feel the vibes, don't you? Like the blood is boiling, the champagnes are popping, everybody's out.
Sarah from Saltwater Steak and Seafood on 5th Avenue says there's something for everyone celebrating New Year's Eve in the gas lamp. And if you're looking to dine without all the expensive frills.
A lot of people are scared of going out for New Year's because like, oh, I don't want to commit to a preset menu. And Saltwater, you don't have to have a preset menu.
It's busy, the streets are packed. I always say Uber, Uber, Uber. Like, don't risk it, don't try to get parking, like no drinking and driving.
Stacy says they have a twist on the big New Year's Eve party.
We will be doing the Irish New Year at 4 p.m. I always suggest that everyone Ubers down, get here early. Typically we get a line around like 1 o'clock. But this place goes off and it's amazing. We'll have live music, we have party hats, champagne toast for everyone. It's just the energy in here, the atmosphere is nothing compares.
Extra officers from California Highway Patrol and SDPD will be out in full force this weekend. Their goal? Getting drunk drivers off the streets. CHP will have a maximum enforcement period starting at 6:01 Friday that runs until 11:59 on Monday. But when it comes to partying in the gas lamp,
from here, every block, there's something happening. There's live music across the street. 1 block down, there's a nightclubs that are happening.
But will it rain on everyone's parade?
It's gonna rain, but it's okay. We got some tents, so if you want to sit outside, we got tents up for you. And it might not rain, so you can sit inside. So there's a lot of options.
And if you just have to drive,
6th and Market, 1 block away, there's a massive, giant parking lot. So if you choose to drive, just park, and then you can just take a taxi or Uber home.
That way, we can all celebrate responsibly.
Cheers! Happy New Year! Ah!
All right, so this is a live look at the Gaslamp Quarter. We're at the intersection of 5th and Market Street. Again, we were here earlier. The later it gets, the more people will come out here. Now, there are free trolleys and buses. Those are going to be provided by MTS after 6 p.m. tomorrow. And they have extended hours to make sure you get back home after that midnight toast. So we also got to tell you this, as you make those plans to celebrate responsibly, a lot of people are wondering, how am I going to dodge the rain? We got to bring in Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis to get those answers because, Carlene, I'm trying to go out tonight and you know my hair does not like the moisture. What am I going to do?
Mine doesn't either, so get a beanie. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, there's no way you're going to dodge the rain tomorrow night. So if you want to go out tonight, not a bad idea. We got the cloud cover going strong, but just some patchy drizzle at best out there. But we will see a few isolated showers overnight. Just can't rule out that activity. We did have a couple of pockets, as Kirsten had mentioned, moving through for downtown, but we are talking about heavy rain about tomorrow. So you're talking roughly 6 p.m. all the way into 2 a.m. is when the heaviest activity is expected. That is 6 p.m. on a Saturday all the way until 2 a.m. on a Sunday. So when we're ringing in the new year, you have a cool temperature of 56 degrees. Heavy rain will be there. Also talking about storms brewing as we hit midnight, and also gusty winds on top of that. We have a storm system that is a strong one. It will move through. And so as I mentioned, the heaviest rain expected starting at 6 p.m. on Saturday all the way until 2 a.m. on Sunday, and there is a flood watch that's in play. We'll go ahead and take a look at your complete forecast and time out the rain coming up. Anna, Carlo.
Arlene, thank you. Tonight, Southwest Airlines is delivering on its promise for a relatively normal flight schedule. There have been 67 delays for arriving and departing Southwest flights at San Diego International today, but so far only one cancellation.
Tina Patel has more from LAX tonight, where people there still have plenty of grievances with the airline.
There were a few passengers scrambling to make their flights this morning, but for the most part, the Southwest terminal at LAX was calm. Nothing compared to the chaos we've seen over the past week when dozens of flights were canceled and bags were piling up. Nationwide, around 1 million Southwest passengers were affected, including Lydia Clemens and her family.
And trying to get home, we were originally booked for Thursday, and then totally just flatlined, but I guess it's if their planes get stuck, their planes get stuck.
The winter storm blanketing much of the country last week played a role in the chaos, but one of the heads of the Southwest Pilots Association told CBS News the airline's scheduling IT infrastructure couldn't handle all of the changes.
Now, if it turns out that it's all financials and, somehow spreadsheet driven, oh yeah, I'm sure they'll figure it out and they'll be held to pay. But it'll be interesting to find the root cause.
In the meantime, Southwest has promised to issue refunds and reimburse passengers for travel-related expenses. Lewis Wilson is hoping to get his money back after his daughter's flight to Kansas City was canceled several days in a row.
I called them and I had to pay another $150 to have it rescheduled. And I asked the girl, I said, why is this my fault? Why am I going to have to pay for it?
Clemens was just about to rent a car to get home, but she's feeling more optimistic about flying, seeing that most Southwest flights coming in and out of LAX are on time today.
It's just one of those things, got to roll with it. And these two have been wonderful. They're in their Christmas jammies, but it's all good. We had a really good trip, and we're going to go home today.
Glad. You hate to be stuck in an airport with those babies, don't you? Well, if you need to check the status of your flight at San Diego's airport, we put a link on the help button at CBS8.com. Traffic on the 5 freeway near Mission Bay is back to normal tonight. A 5-vehicle crash shut down part of the freeway this morning. One of the victims is a motorcyclist thrown from his bike. He was rushed to the hospital. Now, we don't know his condition tonight, and it's still not clear exactly what led to the crash. As California Highway Patrol reopened that part of the 5, they arrested a separate driver for a DUI after they say they saw him asleep in his car. Now, officers say this van, that's his van, it's a marijuana delivery vehicle, and he was parked in a lane. They asked the driver to complete a field sobriety test. He refused and was later arrested for a DUI.
A new year means some new rules for the road, from lifting citations on jaywalking to more protections for cyclists. CBS 8's Ariana Cohen talked to CHP about what's changing in 2023.
As we head into the new year, California Highway Patrol wants everyone to know about new safety laws that were passed by Governor Gavin Newsom. Starting January 1st, 2023, many new laws will take effect in California. I talked with California Highway Patrol Officer Brian Pennings. He says people will be allowed to jaywalk. Officers will no longer be able to give out tickets to people crossing roads outside of a crosswalk unless they are in immediate danger of a crash. To reduce catalytic converter theft, a new law will specifically list who can sell catalytic converters to recyclers and require recyclers to keep documentation of the year, make, model, and vehicle title from where the catalytic converter was removed. Another new law will allow CHP to send out a yellow alert when a fatal hit-and-run crash occurs in order to help solve hit-and-run cases.
A short period of time after the incident takes place. So that will be a very valuable tool with our investigations in these major incidents.
In a separate law, CHP will also be able to release a new feather alert when an indigenous person has been kidnapped or reported missing. Parking lots and off-street parking facilities will be included as locations where it will be a crime for drivers to have a speeding contest.
In addition to that, if somebody is engaged in an activity such as a sideshow, street racing, or even going over 100 miles per hour, another new law allows us to use that as gross negligence to charge them with vehicular manslaughter if somebody dies as a result of their actions.
A law to increase protections for bike riders on the roads, requiring drivers to move over and slow down if they are passing a bike lane. The same law permits Class 3 e-bikes to use approved bike lanes. Finally, a statewide safety and training program for electric bikes will launch on CHP's website in 2023.
To help us curb the issue and hopefully prevent it from happening. So that's the purpose of the new laws, and that's why all these new laws come out every single new year.
To see the new laws in more detail, head to CBS8.com. Reporting from California Highway Patrol in Kearney Mesa, Ariana Cohen, CBS 8.
Change is coming. Still ahead, a look back at the legends we lost in 2022.
Plus, former President Trump's tax returns are released. 6 years of them. We'll show you what they reveal.
And up next, what we're learning about the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students.